Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing today? Welcome to a new reaction series we're gonna be doing today. This is Shortline, my name is Matt. We're gonna be watching Chainsaw Man. Oh my god. Okay, so before we begin, and you can just skip to the episode below, it's fine. But before we begin, I just wanna say I'm so excited for this show. I've been so looking forward to it for years now, actually, because okay, here's my background with Chainsaw Man. I haven't read the manga, okay, so I don't know what the fuck's happening, but dude, I've been on Twitter and Tumblr and other social media, and like fan art has come across my desk so many times. I've seen so much cool fan art coming from this show. I don't know what the fuck happens in this show, but like I know all about the Makimas, I know all about the Kovanis, I know all about the powers, I know all about the reses, and when I mean all about, I mean the designs are really good. I've seen these characters come across my fucking timeline so many fucking times, and everyone has been talking about it. And this is like almost unprecedented, actually. I was talking about this with a friend of mine like a couple weeks ago, where we're both very excited for Chainsaw Man, but the thing I realized is that like this show is gonna be massive, and the reason why is because I have never seen a manga pop off as hard as Chainsaw Man did before the anime was even announced. Like I've never seen that before, because I'm in that weird area where I wouldn't consider myself an anime fan. I'm not in the anime community. I'm just like near it. So I hear some things sometimes. I've never seen this level of like excitement for like a property and IP coming from a manga that it doesn't even have an anime announcement yet, because this was like 2 years ago for me, and I just kept seeing fan art, and it was all good fucking fan art. Like that's the thing, I kept seeing amazing fan art, and I'm like, oh my god, where's this all coming from? It's Chainsaw Man every fucking time, due to the nature of the cool shit that I was seeing, and everyone just being excited about it, being like, yo, I'm excited for Chainsaw Man slaps. I'm like, okay, when's the anime coming out? Because like, here's what I did, is that I had this moment where I was like, should I read Chainsaw Man? And I was like, no. What's gonna happen is that they probably are gonna animate it, because if it's as good as everyone says, then they're gonna animate it. And they did. They announced an anime like several months later, like a year later, and they announced this anime to come out in this year. And they didn't announce the date, but I was like, okay, give me a time window. I googled around some articles that were like, when is it coming out? Do you ask everyone knows? Does people guess? And the answer was, it's probably coming out somewhere in October, right? Like the first or second week of October. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I finished a show on my channel, which is Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop finale is actually going to come out like this exact week. But I chose that show specifically so that my October would be freed. So my October would give me the ability to start Chainsaw Man. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Chainsaw Man from now on. We're going to be watching one episode of Chainsaw Man every week. And it's not going to be on early access like for the Patreon, because I'm watching it as it comes out. I don't know if that's a wise or not decision. It doesn't fucking matter. I want to watch the show. So, Chainsaw Man it is. I don't know what the fuck happens in this show. I don't know what the fuck happens in the manga. I haven't read it, but I've seen the characters and I think they're cool. So, let's get into it. I mentioned it briefly just now, but check out the Patreon, link in the description below, pop up on screen. I can't offer you early access episodes, but I could offer you full-length episodes if you're into that, or just supporting the channel. That would help it a lot. I really appreciate it. That said, this episode, because it's the first episode, I do this thing where, hey, it's going to be free. The full-length version is going to be free. So if you want to watch the first episode of Chainsaw Man alongside me, you can do so. We can watch it together. Just click out the link in the description. There should be a link in the description that leads you to the full-length footage, and then we'll just watch it together. So, alright, let's do this shit. So, Chainsaw Man, episode 1. Let's go. Let's do this. I can't wait to become a power fan. I haven't even watched the trailer, by the way. I just wanted to get in. Sure. Okay. Man, his living conditions are worse than mine. Like, yeah, you have a dog? This animation's pretty great. You have an eye patch?
この間売った腎臓が120万。
Whoa.
右目が30万。
Whoa.
金玉片方売って
What the fuck?
残りの借金が3804。
What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck is this world?
1体殺せばだいたい
I'm
30万
immediately into this world. Also, what do you have a chainsaw dog?
やっぱ
What the fuck is that thing? Oh my god, I'm so hyped. Some fucked up shit is happening. I love it. Oh, intro. Oh, bass. Oh, that's cool. I love her. The one to the right, that's my girl. Oh, this song slaps. There's an andrew in the background. Is that mine? Sure. He was in a leash in the background. This intro slaps. I like it. So if I'm not saying anything, I'm just like actually watching it. I'm taking it in. It's so fucking good. This animation's pretty good. I want the lyrics. Hell yeah. Fuck yes. Fuck yes, I'm so in. It's been like 5 minutes and I'm so in. I want to know what this world is. Tomato devil. Burn the seeds. With devil hunting. Oh.
残りが7万
70,000.
金を払うと
I like how gray this world is and how quiet it
もう
is.
残り1800円になった
It looks like this world is so fucked up.
している借金を返させてんだよ。正確にはあいつの死んだクソ親父。
Wow, not even his.
それにデン
I
ジのい
see.
いとこは逆らわねえとこだ。
He's desperate. He's gonna do anything.
おい犬食ったら100円やるよ。
マジっすか
100? Fuck yeah. They refer to him as a dog too.
これで3日は食えるね聞いたんだけどさ普通食パンにはジャム塗って食うらしいぜまあ俺たちは普通なんて夢の話だけどな
This fucking dog. I love it.
俺は死ぬまで女と付き合えねえんだろうなあら女抱いてから死にてえな
My man wants to get laid? Sure. Oh. Who died? Your dad? You were just a kid.
いつの分も払わねえうちに首吊りやがって。
Oh, he killed himself.
物乞いするなり体を売るなりして明日まで
What the fuck?
お前の死体をばらして売る。
What the fuck? What the fuck? This kid is like 10. Oh, that's when you met the dog? Oh, he's injured. Help him. Help the dog off.
カメ悪魔は血飲めば傷治るって聞いたことがある
Get close to him. Don't make him walk while injured.
俺の血はただじゃねえお前を助けてやるから
And you help
お
me.
前を助けろ
I see.
死にたくね
For survival. The fact that he uses the dog as a weapon. Just swinging my dog.
えデビルハンターで雇ってくれませんか
So how's that happen? How many years has it been?
今日寝たら見る夢食パンにジャム塗ってポチタと食って女とイチャイチャしたりして一緒に部屋でゲームして抱かれながら眠るんだいいだろ
Ew. Ooh, no good. I mean, your body is fucked up.
俺の母ちゃんさ心臓の病気で血吐いて死んだんだとよ
Ooh.
仕事だぞ。
Sure.
夢くらい見させてほしいよな
Aww. They're doing the thing where they blend in 3D pretty well. Okay, new devil. Oh, there's no devil. No, what do they want to do?
犬みてえに従順だし、俺は犬は臭くて綺麗だ。
Oh, they stabbed both. Also, what's his deal?
みてえに悪魔と契約することにした。
I see.
僕が望むのはデビルハンターの死
Oh,
ゾンビの悪魔
the
だ
zombie devil. Yeah, we're this like no. I like the idea that there's like a whatever devil, the tomato devil, the zombie devil. Concept entire. Oh god, that's a bad. Oh boy.
金持ちになりたいわけじゃねえただせめて普通の生活がしたいだけなのにんなことも叶えられねえのかよ
That's a bad. That's a really bad way to go. Wait, we're just gonna time skip? Bro.
俺は悪魔と戦ってるうちに死ぬかもしれない。そうしたらポチタだけが心残りだ。
Aw, he actually really cares about Pochita.
悪魔には死んだ人の体を乗っ取れるやつもいるらしい。
Oh.
ポチタにそれができるんだったら、俺の体をポチタにあげてんだ。
Oh.
普通の暮らしをして、普通の死に方をしてほしい。俺の夢を叶えてくれよ。
Is that? Whoa. Whoa. So did he take over or did they like fuse? Is that him?
私はデンジの夢の話を聞くのが好きだ。
Aww. No, you can understand him.
私の心臓をやる代わりにデンジの夢を私に見せてくれ。
Aww. No, bro, Pochita's part of you now. Whoa. The tail. Okay, dude, turn into a chainsaw or something and kill them
ど
all.
ういうこと？そいつ食べちゃって。
I love how fucked up this is. There's a lot of like weird fucked up body horror shit here. I love it.
恵まれてんのにもっといい生活を望んだ。俺も同じか。ポチタがいる幸せだけじゃ満足できなくて、もっといい生活を夢に見たんだ。じゃあ悪いことじゃね
That's interesting. I like
え。
that.
悪いことじゃねえけど邪魔すんなら
Y'all gonna die.
死ね。
That was the sound of pulling out a chainsaw open. Now what? What the fuck's gonna happen? You're just gonna explode in gore. You hear that? Fuck yes. He has become the chainsaw man. Oh fuck yes, that's cool. He has chainsaws for arms. And for a face. Oh fuck no. Y'all dead. That's so fucking cool. Dude, this animation's so fucking good. He's just slicing them as they come. I love how the devils feel fear. Devils may cry, if you will. I think if you just kill them, then all the zombies go away. I would assume. Oh, fuck yeah. What happens to the zombies? Well, time to get rid of you two. I mean, you know what? They get what they fucking deserve. Like, I was just thinking he got his eye back. Did he get the other parts of his body that he was missing back as well? Ooh, I see a recognizable character design. Yeah, hi, what up? I mean, he's the one that killed them all. Look at the wounds. They all got fucking sliced apart. This was chainsaw forearms. That answers the question. Sure. Sure. Whoa, that's cool. Public safety. You're a government devil hunter. That makes sense, actually. Or come work with us. Sold. Done. I get food, and you feed my mommy fetish? Done. Man, this shot. Fuck yeah. Oh, we don't get an ending? Okay, we're probably gonna get an ending like in a week or two. They probably haven't animated it yet, but we're gonna get it eventually. Dude, that fucking episode was a banger. That was so good. I'm just gonna go scream at my friend on Discord. Yo, chainsawman's so fucking good. That episode was so good. Oh, that's a banger start to a show. It's a great episode one. So they did a lot of interesting things here. They presented me a great world and this character situation, and I'm not entirely sure if Denji, I think that was his name. I'm not entirely sure if Denji's situation is like an outlier or if it's somewhat common in this world. Because what we're being shown here is that his dad had a lot of debt with the Yakuza, and then he killed himself. And then all of that got passed down to this kid as like a 10-year-old. And he just happened to find Chainsaw Devil. That might be his new nickname, actually, the Chainsaw Devil. That sounds cool. But he found a devil that had a chainsaw, which is this little cute dog called Pochita. At least that's what he called him. That sounds like a dumb dog name, which is good. But he found them, and he was like, oh, devils can heal themselves when they drink the blood of a human, right? Drink my blood, because then you can save yourself. Because I think that at that moment he has like a couple flashbacks where he saw his father like hanging himself and shit. So he was like, I don't want to see people die. So I guess he saved Pochita because he was like, hey, I don't want to see another thing die in front of me. But then at the same time, he was like, okay, I'm gonna help you, you help me, because I also don't want to die. And that's ultimately what this comes down to, is that he wants to live, he wants to survive, but then he also dreams about having a better life. And the thing is that at one point he compares that to like the other people, the other devil hunters. He was like, well, you wanted more and now you got it, and see where that took you. But he was like, well, you kept dreaming of more. I guess I did the same thing, so I can't really blame you guys. But at the same time, what Denji dreams about is not a lot. What Denji dreams about is fairly tame. Like, he just wants to get food. He just wants to not being dead. Maybe have a nice place to live in, and maybe have a girlfriend. Like, that's it. Like, he doesn't ask for a lot. He wants things that we would consider to be normal things. But his situation is so fucked up that his body's fucked up, his finances fucked up, and he's probably gonna die at a young age. And he did, actually. And that was... Okay, so when he got fucking chopped in many pieces and thrown into the fucking dumpster, it was actually difficult for me to see how fucked up that was. I didn't see him being decapitated until like a couple seconds later, because I have this massive ring light in front of me, like fucking massive. So it creates this aura of light on my top left part of the screen. So I couldn't see that he was being decapitated until I was like, wait, hold on. What the fuck? Like, that's a bad way to go. That's a fucked up way to go. I'm a big fan of like, you know what this reminds me of a little bit, a tiny bit? Gantz. Because I am one of those people that actually did read Gantz all the way back when I was a dumb teenager. This would feel the same place that Gantz would feel for me, right? Because I remember being an edgy, like, 16-year-old teenager, and I was reading Gantz, and I was like, this shit slaps. I can see, like, other, like, 15, 16 edgy teenagers watching this and being like, oh, this shit's awesome. A lot of gore and people exploding into guts and shit. There's a lot of boy horror. I can see the show feeling in that role for the new generation. That's fine. But also, this show slaps. But it reminds me of Gantz because in the first chapter of Gantz, and I guess but it's the first chapter. It's not a spoiler. It's like in the first 10 pages. The main character and his best friend get fucking run over by a train and explode. And then the show starts. But this reminds me of that, where in the first episode, Denji here fucking gets mutilated and thrown into a fucking garbage in 20 pieces. And it's just like, what the fuck? But Pochita fucking fuses with him. And I thought he was gonna take over his body because that's what he said. But no, they like fuse. He has his own consciousness. And it's weird because Pochita also talks. It's this thing where Pochita understands human speech. Like, I was thinking about that. Does he understand? Yes, he does. Because he spoke to him and he was like, I always like hearing you talk about your dreams. So we're going to make a deal. I'm going to become part of you, and you're going to show me your dream come true. So this is the journey the show's going to take, maybe. Is Denji maybe trying to get his dream and make it a reality. What is his dream? Well, have a nice place to live. Get some cool food. Get a girlfriend. Those are the things that he mentioned. He probably wants to have like I don't know, a couple cool friends, just be happy. Like that's it. Denji's dream is just be happy. Like that's it. The bar is set pretty low. Okay, I have other questions though. Did his body regenerate whenever Pochita took over? Like I maybe did actually, because he got his eye back, didn't he? If he got his eye back, then he probably got his kidney back and his testicle back. I think that's everything he mentioned. I don't know if he sold anything else, but also that's such a good start to the show. Like you have this fucked up kid in a fucked up situation. I looked at his room. The first thing I was like, man, his living conditions are worse than mine. But then I'm like, do you have an eye patch? And it's like, yeah, I'm missing an eye. And I'm like, whoa, really? I didn't know that. And then I'm missing a kidney. I'm missing a testicle. I'm like, bro, what the fuck happened? And then he starts talking about how he had to sell everything for money. And he got like, I don't know, like 400,000. And then he looks and he's like, I still owe like 38 million. I'm like, okay, we're just, bro, you're never gonna pay this debt, dude, I'm sorry. Like, then he walks into a demon and he just fucking kills the shit out of it, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. You don't really get to see the fight very much, but you get to see a demon, and that was enough for me to be in, because that demon, it was some body horror shit. I enjoy seeing that. I enjoy seeing like fucked up like body horror monsters that look like they came out of Berserk or Gans, and it's just this giant ball with a bunch of eyes and a pair of legs, and he has a mouth that looks like a vagina and it just spits blood and shit. Like, what the fuck is happening? And then it's a tomato demon. I'm like, sure. You know what? Sure. And he just murdered the shit out of it. Then you get to see the zombie demon. And I don't know what the fuck it looked like, but it looked like some shit. It looked like a fucked up, like disfigured giant person and guts that took over other people and turned them into zombies. Dude, I'm so in. I'm so in for this. I would actually be down, and I'm not sure if this is going to be the case. I don't know what the show is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be like episodic or not. I feel like I wouldn't mind it too much if it was like a little bit episodic, like Villain of the Week, like Stardust Crusaders. Like every episode we just deal with a different devil. It's just like, there's the car devil. There's the fucking, I don't know, Coke bottle devil. It's just like, I don't know, a bunch of random shit, and we just deal with that devil that episode, and I wouldn't be upset at that if we did that. I don't know if we're going to, like, we might go more serialized, but if we do go down that route, and I'm assuming we're gonna do that at least a little bit, we're gonna see multiple devils and them hunting them, but I would be so down for that, just because I want to see a fucked up devil design, just like every episode, just a new one. Like, fuck yes, let's do that. Okay, so backtracking again to my initial question of like, hey, is this just Denji's situation or is this the world situation? Because the world to me looked very bleak and depressing. And it might just be the fact that we're seeing Denji, so Denji's world is bleak and depressing, but it could also be other people's, because I was seeing it, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case if, like, because devils seem to be common enough for there to be a government like group form around devil hunting, which just sounds fucking stupid and cool, and I'm super into it. And if that's the case, then maybe devils are very common, and if devils are very common, then hey, everyone is in a fucked up situation. So like earlier in the episode when Denji was walking through like the streets and shit, I was looking at the people in the background. I was like, is anyone missing an arm, a leg or something? Like anyone looking like slouched and coughing or something? Like I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, but they didn't do that. So maybe just Denji's situation is just his own situation. Maybe his dad was just a bad egg with the Yakuza, and it was just bad luck for him. But because this world is so fucked up, it wouldn't be surprising to me if we just learn more about it and we see people being in terrible situations similar to Denji's, just over and over and over again. So I don't know, that's something to watch out for, that I would kind of be down for. I want to know more about this world. This world is so enthralling right away. It's so good. My friend just sent me a fucking photo that says Pochita was based off a real chainsaw. Oh my god. I don't know if this is true. The Makita? Is that it? Okay, I'm gonna show you the photo. I mean, this could be fucking bullshit, but is this true? Does anyone know if this is true? If Pochita was based off a fucking real chainsaw? I mean, it looks like it, but I don't know if what came first, the Pochita or the chainsaw. The name down there says Makita, so maybe Yeah, the name, you can see it. It's the Makita. So maybe Pochita was actually based off a real shit. Oh my god, that's hot news coming from my best friend. Fujimoto saw that and went puppy. So, okay, sure. So we get to the end of the episode and we get the introduction. Not fully an introduction, but the first appearance of the Makima. I've seen this character a lot in fan art. I've been doing that for 2 years. I really like this character design. I really do. It's the eyes. It's the eyes and the hair, which is the most prominent thing, really. But her eyes are so weird. Like, they are like hypnotic. Her hair is like blood red. I guess it's a little bit dyed down here, but in the fan art I've seen her a lot with like blood red hair, which I was like, oh, that's cool. And she's wearing a fucking great ass suit and a coat, and she looks fucking sick. And I'm like, you know what, that's a great character. She's also filling in for the mommy fetish role for Denji here, and I'm assuming for a lot of what the fan base is becoming right now as we speak, because it's immediately starting. It's immediately begun. This is a very interesting dynamic we're building right away, because Denji, part of his dream is like, man, I just want to have a girlfriend. He doesn't have a mom. His mom is dead, and we don't know when she died, but she probably died before the dad from what we saw, and very young as well. So he probably didn't have a mother figure. Maybe he never met her. I don't know. He probably never interacted with a girl normally. He doesn't have a normal life, and he's just like, man, I just kind of would wish to have a girlfriend. So then this girl shows up, and it's like, you come with me and I will feed you. And he's like, bro, for real? Like food? Is he like resting on her lap right there at the end? I think so. Yeah, he's just resting on her lap, just covered in fucking blood, after murdering like, I don't know, 100 people and a demon. And then this hot chick shows up and it's like, hey, do you want to come work with me? I will give you food. And he's like, bro, I'm following you to the end of the earth. Oh my god. So it's very interesting too, because like the first thing he said to her was like, hug me, as he was falling, and she did, which is interesting to me. This is a very interesting character, because immediately she was like, okay, I'm gonna hug you. Also, do you want to die? I can kill you, or you can come work with me. Like, that was interesting, because that was an ultimatum. Really, he was like, come work for me, or I will murder you. So then he was like, yo, food? I'm in. That was an ultimatum, but it didn't feel like one, but it was, like, if we think about it for a second. So that was a very deceiving interaction, what just happened there, which is interesting to me. Dude, this episode was such a banger start. It really was. And the action was great. I really enjoyed the action. And this is something I was thinking about while it was happening. The action for the show is gonna be fucking insane, because due to the nature of how the main character's powers work, aka he has chainsaws for arms and face, it means that every fight can only go one way, which is, I will chainsaw you, motherfucker. This is gonna be so fun. That's gonna be such a fun, like, ability to go with into battle, because like, we're gonna fight a bunch of like fucked up like body horror demons that just do all sorts of fucked up shit, and they're just gonna be like giant like guts and shit, and he's just gonna come in and it's like, I'm gonna chainsaw you in half, and that's gonna be sick. The way they were like swinging him around, and he just kept coming at them, and at one point he was throwing bodies at him, and he was just like cutting them in half. He was playing Beat Saber with bodies. Like, animation was great. I know that this is MAPPA, which is the same studio that I believe does Attack on Titan. And I think they do a great job at Attack on Titan. I haven't watched Attack on Titan, but I've seen like a couple shots of it, and I was like, that looks good. I have a friend of mine who's a big Attack on Titan fan, so he's like, you know what, I think it's really good. So sure, I think they did a great job. A lot of people were excited for the animation as well. I do know this, and it was good. They did a lot of 3D in this episode, I can tell, and they're probably going to do it moving forward with the show as well. But I don't hate that. 3D is fine. Like, 3D is only jarring if it stands up too much. If it blends well into the scene and the 2D animation, I don't have a trouble with that. I think that's actually pretty good. So it's a good way of cutting corners, and also you can use it to your advantage as well. So as long as they don't overuse it, I think I'll be fine. I think I'm down for whatever I just saw. Man, this is such a good start to a show. Like, holy shit, they put the main character in a fucked up situation, that becomes more fucked up as the episode goes on, and to the point he's fucking dead and chopped into a million pieces. And then his magical demon dog fuses into his body and he turns into a chainsaw man, and then he kills everyone. And he was like, dude, I want a mummy girlfriend right now. And then she shows up and he's like, bro, this is good. This is the good life. And the episode ends. I like that final shot too. It was like a Renaissance painting, that final shot. It was just like a battlefield full of like bodies chopped in halves, and he's like resting on the lap of this woman that it looks like a maternal figure. Like, that's almost like, holy fuck, that's a good final shot. I wonder how that looked in the manga. I've seen manga panels, and I think the art style for the manga is pretty good. I haven't read it, so I don't know much about it, but I have seen like a couple of meme panels. So I'm like, you know what meme I've seen, which is a good fucking meme panel, and that's like the only one I remember for chainsawman, and it's the fucking Morpheus meme. Have you seen it? I can find it for, oh, it might be a slide spoiler. It's in the intro, but it's a panel where there's two characters at a cinema and they're watching a movie, and then you look at the screen and it's fucking Jared Leto going, I'm morphing out, and then they start crying, and then they're talking about it and they're like, yeah, I love that movie. My favorite part was when he morphed all over those guys. That's the only chainsawman panel I remember, and it's a Morpheus meme. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with this show. I can tell you immediately. Oh god. Okay, anything else I want to talk about? Let me skim over the episode real quick. So, this character introduction is fantastic. I love Pochita. It's fucking good. The fact that the Yakuza are exploiting this kid, and they have done so for years now, is just like, what the fuck? I have so many questions about this fucking show. Like, why are the devils walking around? I thought I saw an angel in the intro as well. Like, what's that character? What's the deal here? What's happening? I'm so excited. Okay, that was it for this first video, for this first reaction episode of Chainsaw Man. Man, the show was good. It was really good. I can't wait to keep watching, seeing more fights, seeing more chainsawing, and meeting more characters. Like, even that intro shows you so many interesting characters in it. I'm like, let's go, let's see what the fuck is up. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching that episode of Chainsaw Man with me. See you guys in the next one. And if you don't want to miss more Chainsaw Man uploads, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. This is what I would plug the Patreon, but I can't offer you early access. But hey, if you want to support the channel, you can do so anyway. So check out the link in the description below. Social media, I do Twitch streams sometimes. See you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.